guys, today I'm taking you with me to explore Mexico City. It's my first time in Mexico and my first time in Latin American country ever. We're going to explore the city, try a lot of local food, and I will share my thoughts about this incredible place. On our first day, without realizing it, we arrived on International Women's Day. During this day, a huge protest takes place in the city against violence toward women and demanding gender equality. The city streets are wild during the protest. Tons of people, heavy police presence, and a lot of noise. Some people I spoke to even advised me not to go out during the protest and recommended staying in the hotel, especially at night. Of course, I had to go out then. But the first thing I had to do after arriving, get some tacos, obviously. That night we had tickets to the famous wrestling show called Lucha Libre at Arena Coliseo. There are two main places in Mexico City where you can watch Lucha Libre, Arena Coliseo and Arena Mexico. And it was quite close, so we decided to walk there. By the way, here you can see the skyscraper called Mirador Torre Latino, which we'll be visiting on another day. And of course, what is a night out without at least one more taco before the show? As a food lover, Mexico is paradise. You can find a taco stand on almost every corner. And here we are, Arena Coliseo. On our way back to the hotel, we saw hundreds of policemen trying to end the protest we had witnessed earlier that day. By the way, this square is called Zócalo, and it is probably the most famous place in Mexico City, where protests, festivals, and other events usually take place. Before the colonial period, during the Aztec era, it was the main ceremonial center of the city of Tenochtitlan, which is now the historic center of Mexico City. Before going to bed, we made a last-minute decision to visit Teotihuacán early in the morning for a sunrise hot air balloon flight over the pyramids. So after only about 4 hours of sleep, we were back on the road with our local friend who drove us there. There are many companies offering flights, but we chose one called Happy Puerto, and I can definitely recommend them. By car, it takes roughly 1 hour to get here from Mexico City.
da cuenta, ahorita estamos volando bajo. Porque la zona se encuentra los bosques.
The flight even included a glass of champagne afterward and a buffet breakfast near the pyramids. We managed to get the best table in the place. After breakfast, we headed straight to the pyramids. It's always best to go early in the morning because later in the day it gets super hot and crowded. Entry is just 100 pesos per person. Inside, there are 3 main pyramids to explore. This place is an archaeological site with the longest history of exploration in Mexico. The Aztec name Teotihuacán means the place where the gods were created. Here you can see the Pyramid of the Moon. This pyramid is the largest one here and the third largest in the world. It's called the Pyramid of the Sun. Honestly, name of the third pyramid I cannot pronounce. I wrote it down for you. After 2 hours of walking around and getting absolutely fried by the sun, it was finally time to head back to the city. There's so much to explore in and around Mexico City, so this definitely won't be my last time here. Let's not forget to try another taco place, even though this time we went for a different dish called flautas. After that, we checked out the lookout I mentioned earlier, and look at that view. Another snack. Maybe I should be a food vlogger instead. I love churros. Here you can order as many churros as you want and they taste amazing. Their hot chocolate is also worth it and the prices are pretty good. And after that, why not have more tacos, right? Also, I wanna mention something. I heard you should be careful at night here. Avoid empty streets and try not to go out too late. I have to say, the whole time I was here, I felt really safe. The next morning, we decided to go for breakfast to Roma, which is a trendy and upscale neighborhood in the city with nice restaurants and coffee shops. After breakfast, I needed to buy some stuff, so we stopped at one of the best malls in the city, Reforma 222. Then we continued walking through the city. Most of the time we used Uber to get around, and we also walked a lot. Public transportation is also an option. It's super cheap, but it can get really crowded. Plus traffic can be wild, especially during the day, so always plan for extra time. Later, we took an Uber to a neighborhood called Coyoacán, where you will find the Frida Kahlo Museum, local markets, parks, coffee shops, and of course great food. You will meet a lot of people here trying to sell you things or invite you into their shops, but they are usually very friendly and leave you alone if you refuse. This meal is called tostada, and you can choose from many toppings. I wanna say that we usually chose to eat on the street instead of at restaurants, taco stands, local vendors for example, for a more authentic experience and better prices. And I couldn't be happier with the choice. Most of the food we tried was delicious. Sometimes we would just get 2 pieces here, 1 piece there, and trying as many things as possible. Guess what? More tacos! The most popular kind you can try here is called El Pastor, marinated pork with pineapple, onion and cilantro. It's my favorite. At night, there was heavy police presence again, this time because the Mexican president was giving a speech the next day. And what do you think about this? Are they real? On our last day, we decided to visit Chapultepec Castle. Based on a local friend's recommendation, this beautiful castle, whose construction started in 1785, is located in the huge Chapultepec Park. Over the years, it served as a military academy, an imperial and presidential residence, an observatory, and since 1939, it has been home to the National Museum of History. This castle is also very famous for the Battle of Chapultepec during the Mexican-American War in 1847. In the end, Americans won and captured Mexico City for some time to force Mexico to negotiate. On our way to the final stop before leaving, the Metropolitan Cathedral, which you already saw at the beginning of the video, but now we finally got to go inside. This cathedral is a celebration of many styles and influences over time. This place represents the conquest of the Spanish over the Aztecs, as it exists on top of the former site of the Templo Mayor, the main temple where the Aztecs would have celebrated their gods. As a final word, I have to say that this city is very lively and has so much to offer. There's always something happening here, the people are amazing and the food especially is great. It's my favorite, I'm definitely coming back one day. And that's it for this trip. I hope this video helped you find some great spots in and around Mexico City and maybe inspired you to hit the road and chase new experiences. See you next time!